Thank you. I want to tell you guys about a conversation that I overheard the other day. I was out. I heard these two guys talking, right? And they were talking about the first time they ever like masturbated. You know, and the one guy said, "Hey man, the first time I ever did that, I thought I made it up. Like I thought I invented it. Like I had never heard of it. You know." And the other guy was like, "Me too." And I was like, "Guys, I can totally relate to what you're saying. Because when I was a little kid, me and my old guy neighbor thought we invented blowjobs." You know, I think that's something we can all relate to. You know, people say that you laugh at things that you can relate to. So there we go. I grew up Catholic. I went to Catholic school my entire life. I went to an all-boys Catholic high school. And if anybody's not familiar with an all-boys Catholic high school, an all-boys Catholic high school is the most homoerotic place on earth. Like, out of control. Like, I'm talking like the volleyball scene in Top Gun level homoeroticism. Like, off the charts, man. It's crazy. Like, John Waters has had Halloween parties that were less homoerotic than the school I went to. And it was a weird thing, and the best I could ever kind of explain it or figure it out was that, you know, because it was a high school, you had all these teenage boys. So you had all this, like, kind of, like, angry, inarticulate adolescent sexuality, but there was no women to kind of, like, point it at, you know? So it bubbled over in really weird ways. And in my school, the way that manifested itself was dudes just whipping it out, man. Whipping their dicks out all the livelong day. I saw so many dicks as far as the eye can see. It was out of control. I saw so many dicks. In 4 short years, I saw more dicks than any woman in this room, I guarantee it. More man in this room, for that matter. I will go dick to dick with anybody here. Anybody. Like, it got to the point where, like, I developed, like, I don't want to say, like, a taste necessarily, exactly, but just a really good, like, sense of dicks. Like, in my prime, I could pick one out of a lineup. If I were to smell a dick, I could track that dick across pretty much any terrain you could put in front of me. There was really no way to get me off your dick's ass once I was locked onto that thing. So my favorite time of the year is here. Of course, talking about Hoagie Fest. I'm so fired up at Hoagie Fest. It's ridiculous. I like Hoagie Fest more than my birthday. I love it so much. I have like an irrational love of Hoagie Fest. And then I like did some little bit of detective work. It turns out Hoagie Fest, it's just 50 cents off a hoagie. That's all it is. But I get caught up in the shirts and the beach towels and everything. I get really But I eat at Wawa like a lot, like 5 to 6 times a week a lot. And I eat so many of these hoagies that I realized that sometimes you get a Wawa hoagie and you unwrap that thing and it's just made with love. It's like, it's beautiful. When it's nice, man, it's beautiful. But sometimes you get a Wawa hoagie, you unwrap that thing, and it is made with hate. It's like mean-spirited. Like what they did to this fucking sandwich. It's out of control. Like, and if you look hard enough, that guy who made that sandwich, everything in his life that he's mad about is in there, man. You just gotta look. You just gotta look. Like the fact that he works at Wawa, the fact that he has to wear Band-Aids over all his tattoos while he's at work, including that one under his eye on his cheek, which I'm pretty sure is a Phillies pee. It's all right there. It's all right there in that sandwich. But I developed an early warning system to find out if you're going to get the hate hoagie. And that is, if you did not order mustard on that hoagie, but there is mustard fingerprints on the wrapper, you're getting the vitriol shorty, I guarantee it. I like cats a lot, possibly even more than I like Wawa. I like cats, and I have 2 cats, two very old, very cranky, old. I have 2 old queens that live in my house, pretty much. They're very demanding. They're not particularly nice, but I take amazingly good care of them. Like, I buy them the most expensive cat food you can buy without a prescription. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I feed these cats really, really nice food, but I eat at Wawa all the time. Like, and the way I figured that one out is that, I love my cats, and I have a more complicated relationship with myself. So they get the good stuff, and I eat breakfast at 7-Eleven 3 times a week. Is the way that works out. But like I said, I like cats a lot. I've had a lot of foster animals in my life, and if you are not familiar, the way this foster animal thing works is that you go to an animal shelter has more animals than they have cages, right? So when that happens, the chances of these animals going out the front door kind of goes down, if you get my drift. So what you do is you go in there, they give you a handful of kittens, you take them home, you keep them in your bathroom for a couple months, you get them better, you find homes for them, everybody wins, right? But the problem there is that you get attached to these little bastards and you want to keep them, but you can't do that, because the first rule of fostering kittens is you do not get high on your own supply. Don't do it. You gotta move those units, dude. Keep going. And through this, I've spent a little bit of time in animal shelters, and this is a fun fact akin to Paul's 20% of child pornography on the internet fact, where if you go to any animal shelter anywhere in the country, there is lots, tons and tons and tons of very healthy, very happy animals that no one gives a shit about, Like all these healthy dogs that make a great pet, everyone's like, fuck them, don't care. But every now and again, you'll get a dog in there that's missing a leg, or you'll get a cat with one eye, and then everyone's banging down the door to get that animal, And what it is that everybody wants an animal with a pirate element. Like everybody wants a little badass to take home. And I think it's because everybody wants to feel like a hero. Like you want to feel good about what you did. You want to have a good story to go with your animal. So I have what I think is really an elegant solution to an ugly problem. And as I'm going to telegraph, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a joke that telegraphs the punchline so hard. I'm going to volunteer my time and my machete at the shelter, and you come in and you tell me what you need. What's going to make you the hero at the dog park? 3 legs? 2 legs? Yeah, you don't ask any questions. Everybody wins on that one. I don't like sports particularly. Do we have any other anti-sports fans here? Well, sports. What I like even less is when somebody asks me, "See the game last night?" Like, not only did I not see the game last night, I don't even know what sport you're talking about. I have no clue. But I feel bad in these situations because it's not that often that a dude will talk to another strange dude in a way that's not aggressive. So if a guy's like, "Hey, buddy, you see the game last night?" I don't want to shut down this opportunity for male bonding. So what I've done is I've memorized some stock phrases that I think maybe I heard an uncle say at some point. So a guy's like, "See the game last night?" I'd be like, "Dude, it's all fundamentals. If you don't score points, you cannot win the game. It's impossible. It can't be done." And that's got me out of some awkward situations. But I don't care about sports. I grew up skateboarding. I still skateboard now. I'm 34 years old. I went skating the other week. And it's weird. Skateboarder years are like dog years. It's like they rarely make it out of their teens. Like the hips go and you just gotta put them down. But I still skate now, and I see little kids or people younger than myself, and they're tearing it up. But I'm not jealous of them, because they can do their crazy tricks. But you know what tricks I can do? I can ollie up a curb holding a bag of groceries. That's how grown-ups ride skateboards. They run errands on their skateboard. And the sad thing about that joke is that I can't ollie up a curb holding a bag of groceries. I just thought it sounded cool, so I wrote that joke. After I wrote that joke, I was like, I should probably find out if I can actually do this before I say it in front of people. And I went to Acme, I got a big bag of groceries, I was pushing home. I see the curb, I'm like, here it comes, man, here it comes. I tried it, nope, no dice, man. The pickles broke, it was a disaster. But I'll leave you guys on this one. I'm going to wrap it up. I got the light. I'm not a big drug guy. I don't do a lot of drugs, especially not LSD drugs like that. They're appealing because they seem kind of like a lot of fun and interesting, but I just don't think I'd be able to handle it. I feel like the first time I went on an LSD trip and I saw the sun and the moon meld together in one all-knowing orb of fear and wonder, I'd completely freak out. There's no way I'd ever make it back from that. I'd become one of those stories that you hear about a guy who did acid and freaked out. People would be like, "What happened to TJ?" It's like, "Oh man, you didn't hear? This dude does LSD, freaks out. Last I heard, he's living down in FDR Park with a colony of feral cats underneath an upended kiddie pool. He claims he's their leader. I went down there to check on him. He chased me away with a circular saw blade tied to a shoelace, screaming, "Get out of my Lamborghini!" It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. That Lamborghini thing is actually partially a true story. The legend goes that sometime in the early 80s, Miles Davis, Johnson Miles Davis, was in the depths of one of his various drug binges, and he was in an elevator, and by himself, a woman gets on the elevator, he punches her in the head and screams, "Get out of my Lamborghini!" Now that story stuck with me, one, because it's hilarious, and two, because I kind of relate to that woman. You know, like, if I was that lady and that happened to me, all I would have been able to think is like, am I in this guy's Lamborghini? You know? Like, he's so much more confident in his version of reality than I am in my version of reality. That, I would have completely freaked out. But thank you guys very, very much.